Hi everyone, welcome back to the craft room. Firstly, I want to say my thank yous. So thank you to Dee and thank you to Nana, both who bought me coffees. That was very kind. Thank you very much. It's much appreciated. Thank you. Okay, so today's card, I didn't know what to make. I didn't have any sort of idea in my head. I went out for a walk this morning with the dogs. It was pouring rain. I couldn't think about anything apart from getting home, really, and so I wasn't thinking about cards or anything. So no inspiration. And when that happens to me, I usually put my hand in my stamps and just pull out something, and maybe do the same with some papers and make something out of what I've pulled out, random stamp. So I thought I'd do the same today, but I thought I'd do it with some dies. I've got a little box of dies that I've bought off of Marketplace or found in charity shops, which mostly I don't know who they're by, where they're from or anything like that. So I can't give you any idea of where this die is from because I don't know. It came in a little bag as far as I remember. It was very confusing. I only made it once. It was a little bit confusing to me then, but it became clear, so I know what I'm doing this time. And it's this little guy, teddy dog type thing in dungarees and a baseball cap. So that's the one I'm going to do. I've got no idea of what I'm going to put on the background or how I'm going to put him on the card, but that'll come. I've pulled out some alcohol markers in browns and reds and a grey to colour him in, and I've got some card to cut him in. So I'm going to get that done first and then I will be right back. Okay, so there's all the bits cut out. I do remember from last time that I had this little piece, but I had absolutely no idea where it went, and it's the same again. I don't know what that little bit is for, so I will put it to one side. If any of you can work it out as we're going along, what that might be. It's got a little bit of fluff around it, embossed fluff around it, so I think it's a piece of him rather than a piece of clothing, but I don't know. I don't think he's got a tail, but we can have a look. No, I don't think he has, but so yes, if any of you come up with an idea what that is, let me know, and the next time I'll put it on him. So I think we'll get started. That's his clothes, that's his buttons and his eyes. So these are his body parts. That is his nose. Let's put that over there for a second. And I'm going to start with the browns. So I've got leather, dark suntan and pecan. Let me find a piece of card I'll cut this out of. So 430 is the darkest one, I think. And we've got 260. And then we've got 110. So let's start with the 430. So this is his paws. So he's going to have some dark at the bottom. And that's all, I think. And that's his other paw. Yes, that's his other paw. So dark. So I'll blend that into the mid-toe. Leave a little bit of area to do a little highlight on. But I'll probably come in with a white gel pen at the end anyway. paws, ears. So let's do a bit on the inside. I'll probably have to do a bit more once I put them together. That's one ear. This other ear, we'll work out how it goes on. Because it's underneath this hat. It's possibly like that. Like that, I think. And that way up. So this is the bottom by his head. So these are his arms, but his hands are in his pockets. So we'll do that. He's got a bit of his head there. This is a muzzly bit, so we'll do a bit round here. Around his eyes. Which one is there? And I can't really see the other one, but I think the other one's here. He's got a patch up through there, which will be a little bit darker. So, like that. This is all going to be under his hat. I will colour that just in case I've got it completely wrong. Do them a bit lighter up through the middle. And it's going to be lighter on his little muzzle. That's his under his nose is there. That's him done. So let's turn this round and we'll look at doing his dungarees, which we're going to do it in red, and that is Cardinal, which is that one. Bright red, which is that one. And Rose Bouvard, which is that one. So he's got some creases in his dungarees, so we'll just do the bottom bit there, and then put in the creases where they show. He's got a pocket that we'll put on and then colour, I think. I think I'm going to colour more of those when I get him together. It's going to be easier. See where his little hands are. To get some shading on the pockets. I might just do the outside. So I'm going to get him partially made and then finish colouring. So this is going to go on him there. So he's got his little hands in his pockets. Let me find my glue. I shouldn't have put glue all over it, should I? It's only the top bit that's going to stick. So that is like that. I can get them a bit more coloured now. So his little hands are in his pockets, so we want to darken it up there and there. Colour the rest of this in. Bit of highlight there too, so we can see that his hands are in his pockets. Probably needs to be a bit more to a point, so right, this is his pocket. So I'll get that on next, so I can colour that. So, where is it? I think it's quite low, so I think it's about there. Is it there? Yeah, because we've got to get his buttons on. So, pocket. Let's just darken around, darken around that bit a little bit. So buttons are going to probably be white. Hat. I did do 2 hats. So his hat's going to go on like that. So his little eyes need to go on next. Let's get some black for his eyes and his nose. I use some white gel pen on these. So, and we could put his little feet on, couldn't we? That one on first because the other one's going to overlap a little bit, I think. So that one on. Go. Okay, for the cap, I did do it twice because I thought I might build it up a little bit. So, scissors. Everything seems to congregate underneath my die cutting machine, I don't know why. So I'm just going to cut that off there. And down there, cut that off. So we're just going to build up just that little brim piece, which I think is going to be white. And for the white, I'm going to do red grey 11 and red grey 150. So we've got a lightish one and a bit darker one. So, what am I going to have? Red, red, white, white. I think I might have it like that. So let's just do a little bit of shading on the white pieces. I don't need to do the brim because I've got one to do. I'm going to blend that out as well with a blender. And we're going to do a bit red. There's his little hat. Let me just stick that on. And then we've got one ear that's going to go on there. And that one's going to go on there. It's a bit short, isn't it? Does that look right? Yes, I think it is right. Well, it is right, but it's whether it's whether it looks good or not. But it is further back, so it should be smaller. Oops. And buttons, which we'll put on first and then colour. I'm just going to do a little bit of grey. Dark on there as well. So I think I need to do a little bit of darkness on his mouth. Just to highlight his little smile. We're going to put some dark around here. And some dark around here. Around there. Here. Neck. And under there. Let's do a little bit of blending on all those places. Should do a little bit under his nose, which I forgot. So there he is. Any ideas? I don't think he's got anywhere to have a tap. Oh no, I don't know. No, that doesn't look right. It's a bit too pointy. Let's see which it is supposed to be that way round. So it's either going to be this somewhere there or that way round there. So I have no idea. I will leave you to look at that while I put stuff away. See if you can think of what it might be. Okay, time's up. So let me know. I'm going to do a bit of highlighting on him. So he definitely needs a nice little bit on his nose. He needs a bit on his eyes. Buttons I don't notice so much, but I will tidy them up a little bit. The very smallest fine liner. I am going to do 2 dots there and a little bit across, so it looks like they're sewn on. I might do a little bit of stitching, should I? I can always do him another hat if I don't like it. Him around here, I think. Can you tell that I'm stalling because I don't really know what I'm going to do with him now I've made him? I think he's very sweet. If anybody know what company he's from, let me know that as well. It's like question time today, isn't it? Okay, so I've pulled out a couple of creative craft product stuff. What I'm thinking is this one, which is A2 Editions Happy Word Panel Die and Stamp Set. And I was going to pull out that one. And out of this one, which is Rapid Cards Modern Sentiment Die Set, I've pulled out these two, and what I thought I might do is put him on a white card, cut some dots out, cut a happy birthday out, so it's all within the card, and then stick him on a black, come on with this hell, stick it on a black matte layer. That will make sense. So the black shows through and he can just be sat there like that. I think that might be quite nice if it works. So I'm going to try and get this alcohol ink off my hands before I start getting white cards out. So let me just do that. Okay, so that's a little bit better. Right, let me pop him over there for a second. And I'm going to do a card base. So I'm going to talk through this because a lot of people ask me about sizes or have been at the moment. So on a card base, this is a piece of UK A4, and the largest card, a square card I can get is 5 7/8. So just under a 6. So I score at 5 7/8. fold. And then cut at 5 7/8. And I think most shop bought ones are 5 7/8. I think. Then on my matte layer, I do, let's see if I can tell you what this is, 5 5/8. And then on the top layer, I do 5 1/2. So that gives me a very thin black border and a bit of a thicker border, but not much. So both sort of quite thin borders, a bit thicker on the card. But so that's the sizes I do. Right, this sounds like a great plan if I can get it lined up. And if I've got room, of course, because now I'm thinking I might not have room to do it. Oh, I don't know, it might just work. That might just go off the top. So let's try and get the happy birthday on first. And hope that these are lined up in, I don't know. I hope they are. I'm never going to be able to do it, am I? I don't think they are. I'm going to have a birthday that's a bit high, I think. I might have to do it separately then and hope for the best. It doesn't look like it's lined up to me. Oh, might be. Let's give it a go. So birthday there. Do it right on the edge, I think. And happy there. There's space in between those. Okay. I think I'm going to stick them down. Seems like a good idea. I think that's all right. It's a handmade card after all, isn't it? So let me just poke these out, or not, as the case may be. And then we've got this one, which is going to go up there. Yeah, I'm going to go a little bit over the edge, I think. There we go. I think he looks quite sweet. So let me get this stuck together. Just put a little shading down here so he doesn't look like he's floating in space. And that's it done. So, not bad for a little potluck card. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Okay, bye.